Yo, 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 what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Um, I want to talk about the power of, like, your spirit or whatever. I want to talk about that. Right? So, like, I'm gonna say how Rufus is back there eating. Alright, so I want to talk about, like, the power of the mind and the power of our energy and, what we are possible of doing. Because I know, like, a lot of people think magic is like all about spells, um, out there, and they think you gotta like go to some other power or some other god or something to achieve greatness, and it's not the case. Like, we, I'm learning a lot right now. So I mean, it's not to say that that's not the case either. You know what I mean? That like that you can't use those things or connect with those things to help you do different things in your life. But like this, it's moving just as I'm being myself. You know, the more present you are in the moment, the more you bend reality. Like the cameras, they'll post um, the cheese spinner in a spin. There's just so much. Like you bend reality by connecting to yourself, by being who you truly are. You'll bend reality, and that's magic. That's magic. Like you see the camera pulsing there. That's magic. And it's not me trying. It's because I work on cultivating myself. It's a side effect. And I that's my preferred method because I feel like the more you cultivate yourself and the more you develop yourself and like grow to where you're reprogramming your subconscious, um, and the more you leave believing in the past, like belief, it's a step into understanding and knowing. And belief isn't really gonna get you the results you want, like, but knowing will, and having a deep understanding will. And so you can believe all day, but until you know and understand it, it, you know what I mean, it isn't gonna carry you where you need to be. Um, and so that's what I really wanted to share with you guys today and talk about. But energy work and doing all this, um, self mastery, self cultivating, meditation, um, it's going to take you to the next level. It's going to make you into a superhuman because we are meant to be like creator gods. You know what I mean? Like we are creator gods because we have the God spark inside of us. And so when people um like try to get an entity to do something for them, you know what I mean? It's giving your power away. Like, you know, that's just how it is. Like if someone's like worshiping something, then they're giving their power away. They're taking um the God spark out of themselves and they're putting it in something else. You know what I mean? And so that thing can do is it pleases with your spark. Um, and you can think you're trying, to get it to do your bidding, but that's why I don't worship anything except for like everything in its totality. There's an energy that's in everything, and it's like the mind of everything. And if I'm gonna worship anything, that's that's it. Um, you can call it what you want to call it. Um, I like to call it God, but that's what I'm about. And so if you want to like really become powerful with your magic and manifestation and everything like that, it's about rewiring your subconscious, rebuilding your foundation so that it's built on a structure that can, that understands that it's capable of doing everything. Because when people believe that they're not capable of doing just literally anything, um, then they limit their self. And so it's more not even about believing though. It's more about understanding that you can do anything. Like there's nothing you can't do. You're invincible. You can fly, levitate, all of that. Like if you don't believe it, you're limiting yourself. And because belief is the first steps. And people have to see things to start to understand them and know that it's real. And so that's why I'm making this video. Like you can see my G spinner effortlessly moving. I'm not trying to move it. And you can see my camera going crazy, responding to me. I'm not trying to do this. I'm trying to relay a message to you that shows you I'm not like talking to some spirit and asking them to come and do all this and like make people believe me and all this other stuff, like um which I don't look down upon. You know what I mean? Like I'm learning personally at the moment how to work with angels and spirit orbs and stuff like that. But that's not why this is doing what it's doing. This is something entirely different. This is self mastery, self cultivation. Um, and so, like, I'm not putting any of that down, but what I am doing is saying that the most powerful things that you're going to learn or be able to accomplish, like, if you really want to be a superhuman or a like powerful magician, like, if you want to learn how to do teleportations, levitation, you want to be able to do telekinesis. You want to be able to do pyrokinesis, airbender, earthbender, um, astral travel, all of this like a lucid dream master. It all takes cultivating yourself and understanding different keys, like how to use these tools and their keys, and they'll like help you, navigate reality in a different magical way. And I'm really interested in tarot. I'd love for someone to like teach me some tarot, because I'm more of a like person to person learner or one on one learner. Like I can read something and gain some knowledge from it, but I'm not. That's not appealing to me to just sit around and read books. Um, like that's why I'm working on putting together, like if you want to be a part of this group too, I'm starting a group that wants to do like first first person perspective, like your own perspective, your own deep diving into like translating um languages from like star seeds. All right, because like I believe Reiki is a language, and I'm trying to figure out whose language it is from what star seed. um you know what I mean? And I want to understand other languages, and I want to break them down, translate them to English from the star seeds so that we can use them. Some are going to be vocal, verbal. Mathematics is probably a universal language that transcends to all the other languages, from what I understand. And so I need to learn that, but I'm not willing to like just read a book on it. I'd rather remote view and channel and document my notes and draw out the images that I'm seeing. Um, and work with other people that are doing the same thing, and we can like put our heads together, and we can start to form things, because I'm pretty sure like if we're channeling the Octarians or something like that, or remote viewing them in their language, and we're communicating with them, then we're gonna have different you know what I mean, knowledge on occasion. Like we might see some symbols that are the same, you know what I mean? But we'll probably see different stuff. And there's probably lots of different languages. Like if you came to Earth and you're an alien, you're not only going to learn English or Spanish, you know what I mean? Like there's many, many languages. Um, and so I want to put a group together that's about that, that wants to try that. And I'd like you to join in if you want to be a part of that. And we can do some of that. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to hearing back from you. But I just wanted to let you know about energy cultivating and magic. Basically, like I'm not putting down anything, and I'm learning about other stuff all the time, like how to bury messages to the elementals and whatever. Like I'm learning about these things, but I haven't practiced them. What I have practiced is like cultivating my own energy. You know what I mean? Like I follow a bunch of people on YouTube. I have Star Mage Seer who follows me, and I think what he, because he told me about removing the chakras, and I was working like before I was like removing the chakras and doing this whole um protocol for getting rid of the chakra system. Um, it I was like meditating and praying, and I was asking to know what it feels like to be healed, like just to be all the way healed from all of my problems for like months, for like 2 3 months straight. I would meditate on that, and I would get this blissful, like crazy good feeling. And then when Star Mage Seer told me about removing the chakras and to check it out, like he told me to look up all these other people, and I kind of looked into it, but it sounded like too much shit for me to take in. You know what I mean? Like too much shit for me to process in my mind and even care about. But what I was interested in was I had to let that loose, y'all. But what I was interested in was like figuring out a method and trying it and finding out what it felt like. And then come to find out it feels just like what it feels like to be all the way healed, removing the chakra system. Like, so I know a lot of people are using the chakra system, and a lot of people believe that you can't get rid of the chakra system. Um, and that's on you. You know what I mean? I I don't even like know that you can't get rid of it, but what I do know is that you evolve it. So like if you like go through the process of removing each chakra, they all combine. Like you'll feel it combine. So when you start to remove them and you start to get towards your root, towards your end, like they all just really, you just feel them all shoot into your heart, and you start to combine them. And I personally talked to some people about it, and they were talking about that sounds like rainbow body, like where you fuse all the colors and then it becomes a rainbow. And I'm just kind of learning about the rainbow body, but that's like some immortal practice. And what I understand about like the chakra system now is that you're evolving it, you know what I mean, to where they're all working as one, you know what I mean. And so I I'm working with that, you know what I mean? And I'm going off of it. I did the process, but it's like I still have my chakra system that I go back to, you know what I mean? I'm not like purely in the rainbow state. Um so I'm working on that, and yeah, there's like a lot of crazy esoteric knowledge out there that people can better themselves with. And I want to recommend, like, if you don't know who Nico Morales, street healer or street magic, something like that, like, his name is Nico Morales, though. I'll post a link to him in here. He is on the next level, you guys, like, the next level. Like, if you guys want to upgrade yourself to, like, infinity and beyond, like, this guy's like, if Star Wars had, like Yoda when he was young and he was like the baddest motherfucker on the planet. That's like Nico right now. And so I recommend you follow Nico Morales and get a hold of him. And like my boy Ken Jolly, he's got a YouTube channel, and he's been like interviewing like some of the greatest energy practitioners in the world. And he's looking to interview more people. So you guys should follow him and link up with him. And he's even down to interview like the underground people who aren't really like showing their stuff, but like you have to link up with them and you have to talk to them and communicate with them and you know what I mean, like let him know what you're about. And you probably need to show him what you're about because he's really about the energy work. Like I've seen him go from like really really bad to like extremely good in a short period of time. And so there's a lot of big stuff happening in the energy community, and we're basically, um, we're leveling up because we are diving within and we're connecting to everything also. You know what I mean? Like we're connecting to everything that's, beyond the shell, and we're connecting with everything inside of it. We're diving in and we're mastering it all, and we're becoming superhuman. Like we're becoming we're able to do things that other people think is like not real, and they don't understand how it can happen, and they even disbelieve it when they see it. And yeah, magic is real. You know what I mean? Um, and it's gonna be real. That's really the only thing that's real. If you don't believe in magic or you don't know that magic's real, then you're living a lie. And don't get caught up in the fear. That's the main thing. Don't get caught up in the fear. Don't get caught up in the judgment. You know what I mean? All that stuff. And the energy community right now is, I think, like working through the ego state, because there's a lot of people in the energy community that think they're like way better than other people because they can do um, more tricks or whatever, you know what I mean? More gimmicks than other people. They think since they can get the wind to blow and they make fancier windmills, you know what I mean? Or they can make them spin around in more circles, that makes them a better person. You know what I mean? That their knowledge is worth more than other energy cultivators' knowledge. And so they want to put other people down. You know what I mean? And they want to just like, um, do really egoic things. So when you get into this community, um, for one, follow me and I'll point you in the right direction. Um, like you don't have to learn from me and all this other stuff. Like there's a ton of people to learn from, but I'll point you in the right direction because like there's a lot of people that'll take you down the wrong path, and they will basically limit you because they think that um they're the best thing that's ever existed. And like, I just want to say I'm impressed by all of you energy workers, even the ones with the big giant egos. Um, you are all great out there doing amazing things with your energy, and I wish you the best of luck with your self mastery. I'm on my journey with self mastery, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the future has in store because everybody is inevitably going to reach this point because it is the truth of who we are. It's the truth of what we came here to do. Every one of you came here to learn how to master yourself. That is the end result. You know what I mean? That's the goal of it. Once everybody gets into self mastery and we all realize that we are all self, and then everybody has to level up for you to be content. You know what I mean? For you to know you did your served your purpose in life. And so people are out there sharing their content, and it's motivating people and it's drawing people in. And right now is the awakening. Everything is happening right now, and it's just going down on a whole nother level. And so master yourself. Self mastery is the peak pinnacle of all um, magics that are in the universe. There's no other form of magic that's equal. Self mastery is the highest form of magic. There's nothing higher. Absolutely nothing. Not to shoot all of them down, you know what I mean? Because they all serve their purpose. But self mastery is the absolute peak pinnacle of magic. It's not even really magic, because once you start to learn and develop these abilities, it's the only truth of the universe. It is the truth. You know what I mean? Like, so self mastery is where everything is leading to. You know what I mean? Like, and not being afraid to, you know, try. Because when people don't try, they'll never, you know what I mean, understand it. They'll never even get an opportunity. They're not giving themselves the opportunity. So my challenge to the world is to try to master yourself in any way you can. Like, there's a million different ways you can learn to master yourself. I really challenge you, or would hope you would take the challenge upon yourself to learn how to master your own energies and your habits. You know what I mean? Like me, I quit smoking and I quit drinking, and now I'm a vegan. Not to say that everybody needs to be a vegan, but like I've like mastered myself to a point where I've like conquered different hurdles, and now I meditate every day, and I'm still working on like my ego per se, you know what I mean? So that I'm not getting caught in the negativity. And I keep finding more and more people who are further along on their journey that are sharing a wealth of wisdom with me. And that's why I'm going to post a video from Nico Morales in the comments. And I would love for you guys to check his channel out, follow him. He will take you to a whole nother level. And there's other people out there like Michael Grubb. He'll take you to a whole nother level, like Star Mage Seer, Sifu Amin Johnny. Like, all these people that are practicing self mastery are on a different level. It's like I've had people, you know, do different things to me in like hexes and whatever, and it it isn't gonna work. It don't work, because once you learn to master yourself, nothing can harm you. You know what I mean? And the only way to truly master yourself is to embrace this spirit of love, sharing kindness, compassion. Like, I'm not saying that self-defense isn't something that needs to be in there, but when you're attacking someone who's practicing self-mastery, you bring it on yourself, because it just ain't gonna work. It don't matter. And we don't feel it. You know what I mean? We don't feel it. We don't get caught up in the frustration. The people you see that are practicing the self mastery, that are getting frustrated and caught up in it, aren't mastering certain parts of their self that they really should be focusing on. Like, it's almost one of the first things that someone should be focusing on is learning how to master like their perception of the world and the way that they react. You know what I mean? And it's really not the way the universe is working 100%. But if you learn that key trip, the tip secret technique right there, then you will be able to go far, like really far. Um, so learn to master the way you react to things. And I'm gonna post a video in here. I'm telling you, this is the secret to not getting upset. Um, it works. It works so good. Nico Morales shares it on his YouTube channel, and everybody should know this, especially if you're trying to level up. And so, best of luck to all of you. Nothing but love. I got another shout out to a friend, Gemma Cook. She's incredible. Gemma Cook is fantastic. Like, she's a teacher of psychokinesis and self mastery. Um, you should look her up. She's on a whole nother level, like Star Mage Seer, Sifu Johnny, and he's got the Telekinetic Academy. Telekinetic Academy is fantastic. Ken Jolly, he's like doing interviews with all kinds of legends right now, and people who I haven't even heard of that might not be legends yet in some ways, but they're doing amazing things and they're part of like bringing the world together and raising the level of consciousness that people have, because it's time to break out the bubble. You know what I mean? um, Follow David Lyon on YouTube. There's these people. Follow me on YouTube. um, we're all trying to help you reach the highest version of yourself so that you can stop believing a lie. You know what I mean? The truth of the universe is that you are the greatest thing in existence. Period, point blank. You're the greatest thing ever. And you're in the greatest reality ever. You know what I mean? Like, you can't bring heaven to earth, heaven's already here. All right, I'm out, y'all. Namaste. Nothing but love.